The soft hum of the airplane engines filled the silence as Sarah sat by the window, her tired eyes fixed on the small tray table in front of her. With trembling fingers, she slowly opened her worn-out wallet and poured a few coins onto the surface. 1, 2, 3, she counted carefully, her breath shallow, as if each coin carried the weight of her entire life. Beside her, her newborn baby slept peacefully, unaware of the storm raging in his mother's heart. Sarah swallowed hard, fighting back tears. This was all she had left. No savings. No backup. Just a one-way flight and a fragile hope that something, anything, would change. She hadn't always been like this. Once, Sarah had dreams, big ones. A stable home, a loving family, a future full of possibilities. But life had a cruel way of rewriting plans. After her husband abandoned her during pregnancy, leaving behind nothing but debts and broken promises, Sarah was forced to fight alone. She worked multiple jobs, skipped meals, and endured sleepless nights just to prepare for her baby's arrival. But even her strength had limits. When she lost her job just weeks after giving birth, everything collapsed. This flight wasn't a vacation, it was her last chance, a desperate journey to a distant city where she hoped to find work and start again. As she stared at the coins, a quiet voice broke her thoughts. "Is that all you have?" Startled, Sarah looked up to see the man sitting beside her. He was dressed sharply, his calm yet serious expression hinting at a life very different from hers. Embarrassed, she quickly tried to gather the coins, but he gently stopped her. "It's okay," he said softly. "I didn't mean to intrude." There was something in his tone, genuine concern, not pity, that made her pause. For a moment, Sarah hesitated. She wasn't used to kindness, especially from strangers. But something about him felt safe. "It's just been a long journey," she replied quietly, her voice barely above a whisper. The man nodded, understanding more than she expected. "Life has a way of testing us when we least expect it," he said. "But sometimes, those moments lead to something greater." She almost smiled at that, almost. Because hope felt dangerous now. The man introduced himself as Daniel. He didn't mention it right away, but Daniel was a CEO of a successful company. Yet, there was no arrogance in him, no sense of superiority. Instead, he listened, truly listened, as Sarah slowly opened up about her struggles. Each word felt heavy, but also freeing, as if she had been carrying the burden alone for far too long. As the plane soared above the clouds, something unexpected began to happen. The distance between two strangers started to disappear. Daniel didn't see a poor single mother. He saw strength, resilience, and courage. And Sarah, for the first time in a long while, didn't feel invisible. After a long pause, Daniel leaned slightly forward and said something that would change everything. "When we land," he began, "I want you to come meet my team. I know, you deserve an opportunity." Sarah froze. Her heart pounded. Opportunities like that didn't just happen to people like her, did they? Tears welled up in her eyes, not from sadness this time, but from something she had almost forgotten, hope. Sometimes, life changes in a single moment. A single conversation. A single act of kindness. And just when you feel like you've reached the end, a new beginning quietly appears. If this story touched your heart and you believe in the power of hope, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Because stories like this remind us that even in our darkest moments, miracles can still find their way to us.